Thank you so much for this great opportunity to talk about my experience during the training. Yes, I learned a lot. The GCD training was something else. I acquired a lot of knowledge. Um, it has exposed me to a lot of things. I now have an idea about so many things I was confused all along. It has helped me to understand that becoming culturally relevant, or rather becoming culturally competent, is an intentional decision that educators should make on daily basis to ensure that we model a cultural responsive behavior in our classrooms. And this has helped me in patterning my curriculum, in patterning my teachings and all that. It has helped me get informed about my students and on who they are and actually how to relate with them, knowing that they are from different cultural backgrounds and cultural diversities. So it has actually helped me a lot. I am now informed about them, and I also encourage them to know more about their culture and also to navigate to other cultures so as to become global citizens. Because one thing I've understood is that global citizens are not monocultural. They are not just limited to their culture, but rather they are multicultural. They work on their intercultural development, and that is what I enjoy in my classroom. I work in building their intercultural development, and not just them. I am also developing myself, and thank God to this training that I have been enlightened. I have understood so many things, and of course, I have understood to be a great teacher, to be a great facilitator to these 21st century children. I should work on myself. I should be aware of global issues. That is where the socio-political consciousness comes in. And I am not just after raising children based on academic achievement, but also on their socio-political consciousness and, of course, their cultural competence. And that is what I am doing. I am raising them to become relevant, globally relevant, and culturally relevant. I am incorporating the domains of learning, the UNESCO domains of learning, cognitive method domain, the socio emotional, and the behavioral. So I am not just trying to get them aware or rather inform them about global issues, but also on how to relate on how to respect human differences, on how to respect human dignity, or I'm also trying to engage them, and that is where the behavioral comes in, engaging them in global issues and global ties and all that, global connections and global relations. So I have been greatly helped, but I have a lot to say about GCED and a cultural relevant pedagogy. And of course, the discussion platform was quite interactive. I really gained a lot from that. Yes, it was quite interactive. Ideas were shared by my peers and also facilitator, Miss Sasha Butler, who is always there informing us, telling us this, telling us that every time, all the way, trying to guide us on the right path. Thank you so much, ma'am. You've really done enough. In fact, you don't know what you've done. Thank you for this wonderful exposure. Thank you for having someone like you come down to the school and come down to Nigeria just to take us up on global citizenship education, because I have actually understood that this is what every educator must know. And when I say it's an intentional decision that we must take, we must be deliberate and definite about it. Thank you so much, because I have gained a lot. Because without being culturally relevant, I don't actually know what we are doing. Yes, and all our efforts to raise global citizens, to raise students that will be there to speak on global issues, to relate to it, because when they are not culturally competent, they won't have the mind, they can't relate well with people, they won't coexist, they won't cohabit, they won't even relate, they won't even come there, But when you're building their intercultural development, you're helping them become globally aware and relate globally. You're building their global relations and ties and connections. Thank you so much for this great knowledge. The role play activity was something else. I really had a lot of experience from that. Actually, I've been thinking that people from the same community should actually share the same culture, but the global citizenship, especially the diversity wheel, left an indelible mark in my life. At the point, when I had an interview, when I had an interaction with one of my colleagues, I was asking him about his sexual orientation. You know, his response actually got me. I was so surprised. I said, "Wow, you were from the same community with me, and I was expecting something similar with what I have. So what happened? I now affirm what pluralism buildings. She said, global citizens, being culturally relevant is does not just have to do with what does not have to do with traditions and norms, no, but also the interest, the attitude, and the love things. So now found out that we can be from the same community, we can have the same cultural tradition, but we have different personal views and interests. So thank you so much. The lesson plan, with the help of this training, the GCED, I've learned to incorporate GCED topics to my lessons, and of course, building a culturally responsive curriculum where all my effort is that I need these children to be culturally relevant, and therefore I incorporate culturally relevant topics to my curriculum in order to build a global citizen, in order to develop the total child, which is a standard of a school, building a total child. So this has actually helped me a lot, and I must say thank you so much, Miss Sasha Butler. Thank you. You are great. You're amazing. You don't know what you've done, but thank you. May God continue to bless you. Thank you, the John Maxwell team. Thank you, the organizers. Thank you, Collins American International Academy, for this great opportunity. I was greatly happy to learn. Thank you so much once again.